Say, would it be too much to ask you to get up and do that same number on our stage?
Yes, but I'll do another one.
Would it be too much to ask you to do something?
No, there were 2 new songs actually written for this thing for me.
Yeah.
I'll do the other one.
That's
They were
great.
written by Fred Evan, John Cantor, as usual.
Yeah. Would you?
Sure.
Right now?
All right.
You know where to find anything we should know about it?
No, except that I really like him.
Okay.
I hope you like it too. You gave the other thing such a good hand. Wouldn't it be great if you...
I'll take you to the piano.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. Well, all the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Baby, this time I win. 'Cause everybody, oh, they love a winner. So nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. Well, all the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time. Maybe this time
I know you. That wasn't bad. Gee, that's really something. You've blown the fuse here. You should quit now.
Okay.
No, I don't. We have a message from our local stations. We'll clean up and be back. Talking with Liza Minnelli and Bob Klein and Pete Seeger and Gail Sayers will be joining us, but you have to go somewhere. So, is Berlin really a swinging city, like they say? Did you find it that?
Not anymore, but the fascinating thing was doing all that reading and figuring out what it was like in the 30s. It was incredible.
No, that period seems so
incredible. Like, because
healing.
Hemingway and Fitzgerald and people were over in Paris, but Berlin was like the place to be.
And it's as if they were apparently unaware of it, or you never connect the two somehow. But Berlin was really that whole era that Lotte Lenya represents, and when she sings about it.
Yeah, kind of as Sally says, divine decadence. And meanwhile, in marched,
when you had,
Hitler.
there are Nazi soldiers in the movie and all, and I wonder what feeling it creates around the streets or wherever you shot when they suddenly see the swastika in the uniform again.
It was very strange because the young people resented it terribly, and I could understand that, because it's like taking the rap for what happened before and the mistakes or the tragedy that happened to your parents.
Yeah.
The older people just kind of pretended like it didn't happen at all. Like the lady who dressed me originally for the film. It was a cross between Joan Crawford and Joe Namath. I mean, I looked so disastrous. Just shoulder pads and I said, no, cut on the bias. Now figure out how to say that in German. I couldn't. I was trying to say it's something that hangs like before the war. And she literally looked me dead in the eye and said, "What war?"
What war?
What war?
How old was this lady?
She was about 50-something.
Yeah. What war? That's
what war?
The recent unpleasantness that was referred
yes,
to,
exactly.
I guess. Yeah. Well, did you finally get your own clothes then? Or I heard you wore Bob Fosse's vest and something. I read.
You saw it in that number. It was Bob's vest I was wearing in Mine Hair.
That's his vest?
Yeah. And I wore half of my own clothes and half of Gwen Verdon's clothes. And then we bought some things in shops. And that was it.
But they didn't think that there ought to be Nazis in movies. They didn't think there ought to be.
Well, they're kind of depressed because there is no film business because Hitler, just completely got rid of UFA, the UFA, and any kind of industry that had to do with artistic, things. And now the only thing that they make there are pornographic films. That's it.
Do they sell them over here, or are they for European consumption?
And they take the kids. It's a family movie.
It is?
Yeah, they sell popcorn and everything.
Pornographic popcorn? What's the point of taking the whole family? Do they figure that's a good way of getting them?
Well, it's just the only films that they're making, except for the ones that are shipped in from America and England and other places around the world.
Where's Leni Riefenstahl these days? She's
she in town?
Yeah, Leni rang up earlier. She's the one who made all Hitler's films, and she's alive.
I have no idea.
The sensational, those things with the giant dimensions, and his going with the car past the
you mean the lady who masterminded all his publicity campaigns?
Yeah,
that whole thing?
Leni Riefenstahl.
No,
she's alive somewhere.
But she got out because she started work for him, right? She was spared,
I don't think she was ever repentant for working. I may be doing her a disservice. If she's watching along with Sally Bowles.
Sorry.
Yeah. But I wondered if you heard anything about her.
No, I hadn't heard anything about anybody. They're kind of reluctant to talk about the period, and the people who had to be extras and play Nazis weren't terribly thrilled about it, but they didn't, nobody, only one woman really got mad and got up and said, I went through this. I don't want to. I went through it.
She wouldn't be.
She just
said,
left.
I've been through it. I see. Yeah.
And, but they were thrilled, on the other hand, to have a major film production over there. So.
I didn't know there was no German film industry.
Not
You have to
really.
leave, don't you? You have to get out of here. You have to split.
Yeah.
They held up a sign that said you had to go, and every time I say that, I get into trouble.
Why?
I don't know, because usually they're trying to get rid of the guest, and they lay it on me.
Oh no, I would like to stay because I love Pete Seeger and I love Robert and everybody, but I got to go talk to somebody who wants to know something. If I'm an alcoholic or some question like that, he'll ask me probably.
That'd be so you're being interviewed all over the place these days. Well, good luck, and don't tell them the answer to anything you don't want to. Gee, you were just terrific tonight.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Liza.
much.
Come again.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will.